Welcome to Hocify, your one-stop shop for e-commerce solutions. All right, folks, let's talk dropshipping. You know, that awesome business model where you sell cool products online without having to hold any inventory yourself? Sounds pretty sweet, right? Well, it can be. But let me tell you, there's one struggle that almost every dropshipper faces: shaky supplier relationships. We've all been there. You place an order, your customer waits with bated breath for their awesome new gadget, and then crickets. The order gets lost, the product description is way off, or communication with your supplier is about as responsive as a dial-up connection. Ugh, it throws a wrench into your whole operation and leaves you scrambling to explain things to your customer. Not exactly the recipe for dropshipping success. Believe me, I was stuck in that cycle for way too long. It felt like no matter who I partnered with, things just weren't clicking. Orders were messed up, communication was spotty at best, and it honestly made running my business a constant source of stress. But then, something clicked. I decided I wasn't going to let unreliable suppliers hold me back anymore. So, I dug in, talked to other dropshippers, and started experimenting with different approaches. Here's the good news. I cracked the code. I discovered some key steps that completely transformed the way I build relationships with my suppliers. Now, I have a network of partners who are reliable, responsive, and genuinely invested in my success. They get my business, they hustle for me, and together, we're absolutely crushing it. Now, you might be thinking, Max, that sounds amazing, but spill the beans. How'd you do it? Don't worry, my friends, I'm not keeping these secrets to myself. In fact, I'm here today to share my 5-step system for building rock-solid supplier relationships. These are the exact steps I took that turned things around for me, and I'm confident they can do the same for you. So whether you're a seasoned dropshipper or just starting out, buckle up because you're about to learn how to ditch the drama and build partnerships that will fuel your dropshipping success. It all starts with being a little picky, but still super nice, when choosing your suppliers. Please note, after the story, if you missed something, please check out the description to access the transcript for more details on our website, hocify.com, and join my newsletter to receive actionable content and e-commerce tips weekly. No spam ever, I promise. All right, let's talk about that first step, picking the right supplier. Because trust me, when I started out, I wasn't exactly picky. Finding a supplier who offered the products I wanted and seemed halfway decent felt like winning the lottery. Big mistake. Here's the thing. Not all suppliers are created equal. Just like with your customers, you want to build relationships with partners who are reliable, professional, and genuinely interested in helping you succeed. So, how do you find these diamond-in-the-rough suppliers? Well, a little research goes a long way. First things first, ditch the spray and pray approach. Don't just blast out emails to every supplier you can find. Instead, take some time to figure out exactly what you're looking for. What kind of products do you want to sell? What are your profit margins? Do you need a supplier with fast shipping times or specific packaging options? Once you have a clear picture, you can start narrowing down your search. Here are some resources that can be your best friend during this process. Online directories. There are tons of online directories specifically for dropshipping suppliers. These websites allow you to search by product category, location, and even minimum order quantity. Industry forums and communities. Connect with other dropshippers. These online communities are a goldmine for information and recommendations. People are often happy to share their experiences with different suppliers, both good and bad. Social media. Believe it or not, social media can be a great way to find suppliers. Many wholesalers and distributors are active on platforms like LinkedIn and Facebook. Follow relevant industry pages and groups to see who's out there. Once you've identified some potential suppliers, it's time to do some due diligence. Here are a few things to check. Reviews and ratings. See what other dropshippers are saying about the supplier. Look for reviews on independent websites and industry forums. Minimum order quantities. MOQs. Make sure the supplier's MOQs work for your business model. You don't want to get stuck with a ton of inventory you can't sell. Shipping times and costs. This is crucial. Slow shipping times can really hurt your customer satisfaction. Compare shipping options and prices before making a decision. Communication channels. How does the supplier prefer to communicate? Do they offer email support, phone support, or live chat? Make sure you're comfortable with their communication style. Remember, being picky doesn't mean being rude. Even if you don't choose a particular supplier, it's always good practice to be polite and professional. You never know when your paths might cross again down the road. All right, folks. Step 2. Communication. This might seem obvious, but let me tell you, clear and consistent communication is the absolute backbone of any strong supplier relationship. Think about it. How well can you work with someone you barely talk to? Exactly. That's why staying connected with your suppliers is key. Now, I'm not saying you need to be blowing up their inbox every 5 minutes. But here's the thing. Ghosting your suppliers is a recipe for disaster. Set up a regular communication schedule, even if it's just a quick check-in once a week. A simple email or phone call can go a long way in keeping things smooth. But communication is a two-way street, my friends. Don't just use these check-ins to bombard your supplier with questions. Keep them updated on your business too. Let them know what's selling well, what kind of sales you're running, and if you're anticipating any major changes in your order volume. This kind of transparency shows them you value their partnership and helps them plan accordingly. Here are some golden rules for effective communication with your suppliers. Be clear and concise. Get straight to the point and avoid any unnecessary rambling. Your supplier's time is valuable, so respect that. Be professional. Always maintain a professional tone in your communication, even if you're frustrated about something. Explain issues calmly and focus on finding solutions together. Be responsive. Don't leave your supplier hanging. Aim to respond to emails and messages within a reasonable time frame. This shows them you care about their business too. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If something is unclear, don't hesitate to reach out for clarification. It's better to be safe than sorry. Be open to feedback. Just like you, your supplier might have ideas or suggestions that could benefit your business. Be open to hearing their feedback and see if there are ways to work together for mutual success. Remember, communication isn't just about barking orders. It's about building a relationship. By keeping the lines of communication open and fostering a sense of transparency, you'll create a foundation of trust with your suppliers. And trust me, that trust will pay off in spades when things get hectic or unexpected issues arise. You'll have a partner by your side who's willing to work with you to find solutions, not someone who disappears when the going gets tough. All right, dropshippers, let's talk about the not-so-sexy, but oh-so-important third step, paying your suppliers on time. This one might seem like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how many dropshipping businesses stumble on this hurdle. Look, late payments are like the relationship kiss of death. They scream, unreliable, and can seriously damage your reputation with your suppliers. Here's the deal. Your suppliers are running businesses too. They have bills to pay, employees to keep on payroll, and inventory to maintain. When you pay late, you're essentially disrupting their cash flow and putting a strain on their operations. Not exactly the recipe for a happy partnership, right? On the other hand, paying your invoices promptly shows your suppliers that you're a responsible business partner. It builds trust, fosters goodwill, and keeps things running smoothly. Plus, it can even open doors to better deals and faster service down the line. Think of it as an investment in your long-term success. So, how do you avoid the late payment trap? Here are a few tips. Set up automatic payments. This is a lifesaver. Many online payment platforms allow you to set up automatic payments for your invoices. This way, you never have to worry about forgetting a due date or accidentally sending a late payment. Use reminders. Even with automatic payments set up, it's a good idea to have a backup system. Schedule calendar reminders for upcoming invoices so you can double-check that everything is on track. Communicate early. If, for some unforeseen reason, you know you're going to be late on a payment, communicate with your supplier as soon as possible. Explain the situation honestly and let them know when they can expect the payment. Most suppliers will appreciate the heads up, especially if you have a history of on-time payments. Paying on time is a sign of respect and professionalism. It shows your suppliers that you value their partnership and are committed to building a long-term, successful relationship. Remember, a happy supplier is a reliable supplier, and that's a win-win situation for everyone involved. Your customers get their products on time, your business runs smoothly, and you avoid unnecessary headaches and drama. It's a simple step that can make a big difference in your dropshipping journey. All right, dropshippers, buckle up for step 4, honesty. Now, I know what you're thinking: who wants to deal with problems? Trust me, nobody. But here's the thing. Issues are inevitable in any business relationship. The key isn't avoiding them, it's how you address them. And when it comes to your suppliers, honesty is always the best policy. Let's face it, sometimes things go wrong. Maybe a product description isn't quite accurate, or shipping times are slipping a bit on your supplier's end. It happens. But the worst thing you can do is try to sweep it under the rug. Pretending everything is perfect will only erode trust and make things worse in the long run. Here's the magic of honesty. When you're upfront with your supplier about issues, you open the door to collaboration. Instead of pointing fingers and placing blame, you can work together to find solutions. Maybe the supplier can update the product description, or you can adjust your marketing materials to better reflect reality. Perhaps there's a way to streamline the shipping process to improve delivery times. By working together openly and honestly, you can not only resolve the problem at hand, but you can also strengthen your relationship with your supplier. They'll see that you're a professional who's committed to finding solutions, not just pointing fingers. This builds trust and fosters a sense of partnership, which is crucial for navigating any future bumps in the road. Here are some tips for communicating honestly with your suppliers about issues. Be clear and specific. Don't sugarcoat the problem. Clearly explain the issue and provide specific details like screenshots or order numbers, if applicable. Focus on solutions. Don't just dwell on the problem. Come to the table with some ideas for how to fix it. This shows your supplier that you're invested in finding a resolution. Maintain a professional tone. Even if you're frustrated, keep your communication calm and respectful. Yelling and accusations won't get you anywhere. Be open to compromise. Finding solutions often involves give and take. Be willing to compromise and work with your supplier to find a solution that benefits both of you. Remember, honesty isn't about placing blame. It's about open communication and working together to overcome challenges. By being honest with your suppliers, you'll build trust, strengthen your relationships, and ultimately create a more successful dropshipping business. After all, a problem shared is a problem halved, and a problem tackled together is a problem solved for good. All right, dropshippers, we're almost there. The final step in building rock-solid supplier relationships is all about showing you care. Now, this doesn't mean showering them with extravagant gifts, although a nice holiday card never hurts. It's about the little things that demonstrate your appreciation for their partnership. Think about it. How do you feel when someone acknowledges your hard work and thanks you for your efforts? Pretty darn good, right? The same goes for your suppliers. A simple thank you for a smooth order can make a big difference. It shows them you appreciate their reliability and attention to detail. Here are some ways to show your suppliers you care. A quick email. After a successful order fulfillment, take a minute to send a thank you email. Mention what went well and how smooth the process was. Positive online reviews. Many suppliers have online profiles on industry directories or review platforms. Leaving a positive review is a great way to show your appreciation and recommend them to other dropshippers. Social media shout-out. Give your supplier a shout-out on social media. Mention a new product they're offering or simply acknowledge their excellent service. This public recognition goes a long way. Small gifts or tokens of appreciation, while not essential, sending a small gift on a special occasion, like a holiday or their company anniversary, can be a nice touch. Just be sure the gift is appropriate and won't violate any industry regulations. Here's the thing. Showing you care isn't just about making your supplier feel good, although that's important too. It also benefits your business. When you build strong relationships based on mutual appreciation, you create a win-win situation. Your supplier is more likely to go the extra mile for you, prioritize your orders, and offer you better deals down the line. They become true partners in your dropshipping success. Remember, showing you care doesn't require a huge investment of time or money. It's about the little gestures that make a big difference. By taking the time to acknowledge your suppliers and appreciate their partnership, you'll create stronger, more reliable relationships that will fuel your dropshipping business for years to come. So, go forth and show your suppliers some love. You won't regret it. All right, folks, we've reached the finish line. Hopefully, you're feeling pumped and ready to tackle those supplier relationships head-on. Remember, building strong partnerships with your suppliers isn't rocket science, but it does take a little effort and intentionality. But trust me, the rewards are huge. Reliable suppliers mean smoother operations, happier customers, and a whole lot less stress for you, the awesome dropshipping entrepreneur. So, let's recap those key takeaways that can transform your supplier relationships. Be picky, but play nice. Don't settle for the first supplier you come across. Do your research and choose partners who are reliable, professional, and share your vision. But remember, even if you don't choose a particular supplier, always be polite and professional. It's a small world in the dropshipping community. Communication is king, and queen. Stay connected with your suppliers. Regular communication builds trust and keeps things running smoothly. Don't just bombard them with questions. Keep them updated on your business and be open to their feedback as well. Remember, communication is a two-way street. Pay on time, every time. This one's a no-brainer. Late payments scream unreliable and can seriously damage your reputation. Set up automatic payments or calendar reminders to ensure your invoices are paid promptly. Reliable partners appreciate reliable clients. That's you. Be honest, even when it hurts. Issues are inevitable. The key is to be upfront and honest with your suppliers. Working together to find solutions builds trust and strengthens your partnership. Remember, honesty is always the best policy, even when things get tough. Show you care. It goes a long way. A simple thank you can make a world of difference. Take the time to show your suppliers you appreciate their partnership. This could be through emails, positive reviews, social media shoutouts, or even a small gift. Building strong relationships based on mutual appreciation benefits everyone involved. These 5 steps are the foundation I use to transform my dropshipping supplier relationships. And guess what? They can do the same for you. So, put these steps into action, build those rock-solid partnerships, and watch your dropshipping business soar. Now, get out there, dropshippers. It's time to build some amazing supplier relationships and crush your entrepreneurial goals. And please show your support. Like and subscribe. Again, if you missed anything during the story, check out the description to access the transcript for more details on our website, Hocify.com, and join my newsletter to receive actionable content and e-commerce tips weekly. No spam ever, I promise. Share your thoughts in the comments to gain deep insights. Let's foster e-commerce skills together.